Agassi complaining a little bit this week of a back problem. We'll see how that stands up today.
Love 15.
Court is a hard court. Oh, what a return. Andre, the winner of 3 titles this year, the Australian Open, of course, San Jose in California, and Key Biscayne in Florida. Well, good length from the South African, catching Agassi by surprise. Well, Ferreira did well there, didn't he? Coming back from love 30. Holding serve the opening game of the match. Agassi talking earlier in the week, saying that the important thing now is to maintain his #1 ranking and to finish the year as #1. There's no doubt that is what the players really aim for. They want to be #1 at the end of a year, and his rivalry with Sampras throughout the rest of this year, I think, will generate a great deal of extra interest. No doubt that this man has been the top box office attraction in tennis for the last couple of years, and the fact that he is now also the #1 ranked player just adds to his attractions. Saying he's been complaining of a back injury. Didn't play the dead rubber against Italy in Palermo in the Davis Cup quarterfinals a couple of weeks ago. And saying that he may have to rethink his preparations for the French Open to get some rest. He's due to play on the clay in Hamburg, the German Open, next month. Wonderful injection of pace that is such a hallmark of the Agassi game. He can generate his own pace. He isn't one of those players who relies on his opponent's pace. I think I called the umpire David Littlefield. It's, of course, David Crumble from New Zealand. And Agassi will know that Ferreira can match him on the forehand side in terms of power, but there's no doubt that the American has by far the better backhand. First ace of the match.
One game more.
Element of his game that he's worked on very hard with Brad Gilbert since they linked up just over a year ago. 1-1 first set. Best of 3-set matches. The first semi-final of the Japan Open.
Love 15.
Oh, nearly made it, nearly hooked it round.
Love 30.
Just too long. Agassi saying he should have covered it. He'd thought he'd already won the point. Great reactions from Agassi off the net cord. Incidentally, sorry, the sound from Tokyo is a little muffled. Not the clearest of satellite links. Yes, fine play from both of them at the start of this match.
40-30.
He's looking in good form. It's a big test for Ferreira. He's got the reputation of not being able to beat the big players. He's never beaten any of the other three semi-finalists here in Tokyo. First ace for the South African, and the opening 3 games have gone with serve. Ferreira leads 2-1. First set of the first semi-final.
If our engineers had respected conventional thinking, multi-link beam suspension would never have been discovered, and this car wouldn't exist.
It can be the highboard or the springboard, but few sports have the grace and beauty of diving. In just a few seconds, the search for the perfect dive and the perfect mark. The European Diving Cup from Strasbourg, live today at 4:45 p.m. on Eurosport.
Andre Agassi, 2-1 down. The opening set of this first semi-final of the Japan Open from Tokyo, the Ariake Coliseum. Just a glimpse there of the sliding roof. It's like Flinders Park, Melbourne. They can close the roof in the event of rain. No breaks of serve so far. 1-2. Second semi-final to come. Korea against Chang. And Ferreira spotted something. Ah, yes, just that the net has got ruffled. Agassi serve really in the groove at the moment. His second ace really explodes up and into the ball.
Two games.
So the perfect serving game. 4 first serves in, none of them came back. Well, what do you make of Agassi's attire? Not to my taste, I confess, but what's he being paid? Something like $50 million? To wear it? I think I'd wear anything for $50 million. First double fault of the match. Well, having said that Agassi has by far the better backhand, that was a really good one coming up here from Ferreira. Launched himself into the ball. The acute angle, really learning from Agassi's book there. All, what, 2-2 first set. Just wide.
40-30.
Ferreira relieved he didn't get an outside edge on that. Certainly went for the shot. Of course, the fact that Pete Sampras is the defending champion here and that the tennis calendar this year has gone back a week with the Davis Cup being a week earlier. because the fact that Pete lost his points, as we look at the statistics, good serving from Agassi. The fact that Pete lost his points as being the Tokyo champion last year at the start of this week enabled Andre to take over without hitting a ball, which always seems a little unsatisfactory to me, but with Pete electing to play in Barcelona and then losing in the second round there, his first match, having had a bye in the first round, Andre certainly would have taken over in any event as the world's number one. Good to see Goran Ivanisevic doing well on his return after his knee surgery. Good win over Alberto Beresetegi in the quarterfinals yesterday for Goran. Advancing to the semis, Magnus Larsson, Thomas Muster, also through to the semis. And Yevgeny Kavalnikov, the fourth semi-finalist in Barcelona. In Tokyo, Agassi at 2-3, first set. Yes, that's just relentless from Agassi. Wonderful depth. On his penultimate shot, forcing the weak return. That was the one that did all the damage. Half-court ball, meat and drink to Andre. It's only the second point he's conceded on serve in the match. So no sign of a break of serve in these opening 6 games. No break points as yet. No games even gone to deuce. Andre will be celebrating his 25th birthday later this month on the 29th. Ferreira will be 24 in September. If Ferreira misses his first serve, Agassi always looking for the opportunity to pounce on the second. Always surprises me, Ferreira, in that his volleying is not that good. Not that sharp, particularly on the low ones, when you consider he's a very fine doubles player. his two big weapons, his serve and the big forehand. And those are enough to keep the South African ahead. Still no breaks of serve. It's 4-3 in the first set of the first semi-final in Tokyo. We'll take a short break. Join us again right after this.
Cycling is top of the Eurosport charts. Come rain or shine, its actors take to the roads and the heights. But for the peloton, it will prove to me more than just a joyride.
Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Sunday live at 2:30 p.m. on Eurosport. The Marathon. New York, London, Paris, Hamburg, Berlin, Boston. 42 kilometers, 195 meters, 26 miles, 385 yards. The classic distance, the famous races. The Boston Marathon live on Monday at 6 p.m. on Eurosport. Magazine on Eurosport. All the latest from Formula One. Every Wednesday, a roundup of analysis and commentary of the weekend's Grand Prix. The teams, the drivers, the mechanics, the engineers, everything that makes the Grand Prix go. Formula One, the Grand Prix Magazine, Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Eurosport.
Welcome back. This is the Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo. Semi-finals day at the Japan Open. And there's the score in this first semi-final. No breaks to serve so far. Well, there's the big forehand. Ferreira suffered a rare Davis Cup defeat against Kubelnikov a couple of weeks ago in the Russia-South Africa tie in the quarterfinals. South Africa suffering their first team defeat since returning to the competition following the political changes in the Republic. They've worked their way right up through all the divisions, back to the World Group. And undoubtedly the key to the tie was the doubles, where the South Africans had 4 match points but lost it after the singles on the first day had been split. Once again, impressive serving from Agassi. Really is in the groove today. Very high percentage of first serves going in and very few of those first serves coming back. Just 3 points Ferreira's won against the Agassi serve in 4 games. All 4 of their previous meetings have been on hard courts. First met in Toronto last year, 6-4, 7-5 to Agassi, then at the US Open. Ferreira a little surprised by that call. score at the US Open, 7-5, 6-1, 7-5. Then Indian Wells this year, 6-3, 6-4, and Key Biscayne, 6-2, 6-4. This time it's Agassi's turn to be surprised. Second ace. Andre just asking Crimble whether he saw it. No doubt about that one. So Ferreira matching Agassi's fine serving. Wayne, a really talented all-round athlete as a schoolboy. Represented Transvaal, his province in South Africa, at cricket, soccer and badminton, as well as tennis. Just got married last year in December to Liesl Palmer. And there's Agassi asking for, I thought that gentleman was coming up with a broom to sweep the court. But, as the service game's held, incidentally, that statistic. Agassi just asking for an umbrella. It's not that sunny, it's quite overcast, a little muggy. I just wonder if Andre's feeling a little under the weather. No signs of any back problems. Both of them from fairly hot places. Wayne's home Johannesburg, though he and Liesl also have an apartment in Paris, where they make their European base, and of course Andre from Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a little hot there.
15.
Serving, of course, to stay in this opening set. His Ferreira shot was just wide. An extraordinary forehand there from Ferreira, wasn't he? He was totally off balance and just lunged at it and connected perfectly, and rather wasted the opportunity he created for himself. So another very comfortable service game. The second that Agassi has won to love in this opening set, and still he's conceded just the 3 points on his serve. Now, Ferreira has never won 6 games in a set from Agassi, so can he reach that particular landmark and at least assure himself of reaching his first tiebreak against the American? Not like that. Match being played at a cracking pace, under half an hour for the first 10 games. Of course, none of them have been long, and that's contributed. And the rally's fairly short as well, with this heavy hitting from both of them. Well, now that really does surprise me, that overrule from David Crimble. And there was no protest from Agassi when the call didn't come to start with. The overrule a little late, and at such a crucial stage, really. And Ferreira's not the strongest of characters in situations like this. A little brittle mentally. No, he needs to forget the incident. Yeah, well played. Drew Agassi sufficiently wide to force Andre into the one-handed backhand. Seeing that had closed in well. We reached the first deuce of the match. Andre, wonderful record this year, 29 wins and just 2 defeats. Lost, of course, to Pete Sampras in the final of Indian Wells. Now, can you remember the other one? Give you a moment to think about that as Agassi holds the first break point of the match. There's another one of those low volleys, and Agassi breaks and leads 6-5. His other defeat, incidentally, was against Thomas Enquist, semi-finals of Philadelphia. Agassi needs 6-5. He'll serve for the opening set when you rejoin us in a moment or two.
What do these players have in common? Maradona, Bebeto, Dunga, Jorginho, Müller, Taffarel, Marco van Basten and Andreas Möller. They all hit the headlines for the first time at the World Youth Championship. In 1995, Eurosport takes you to Qatar to meet the stars of tomorrow. The World Youth Championship live on Eurosport. The Netherlands versus Honduras, Sunday at 7:30 p.m.
Eurosport puts its foot down every week with motors. If it's got a motor and it races, you'll hear about it. From Formula One to rallying, from motocross to offshore powerboats. It's all in motors. Motors.
Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Eurosport. It can be the highboard or the springboard, but few sports have the grace and beauty of diving. In just a few seconds, the search for the perfect dive and the perfect mark. The European Diving Cup from Strasbourg, live today at 4:45 p.m. on Eurosport.
Well, Wayne Ferreira clearly was disturbed by that overrule. And it's cost him his serve, and that may very well cost him the set. Look at that percentage of first serves from Agassi, 78%. That really is outstanding serving. He's conceded just 3 points on his serve so far, and here he is coming out to serve for the opening set, leading 6-5. This time an overrule from David Crimble on the net cord. Well, I thought Ferreira had missed his opportunity in that rally when he forced Agassi to play the one-handed slice again on the backhand. But he got away with it. Not often that you see Agassi forced to scamper around the baseline like that. Shot. One of the few clean passing shots we've seen, and this is the first time that Ferreira's won 2 points on an Agassi service game. 30 all. Set point for the number 1 seed. Agassi closes out the opening set, 7-5. Just that one break of serve decides it. Ferreira serving at the start of the second. "31 minutes the opening set took. Fourth ace from the South African. It's one of those occasions where Wayne seems to get far too close to the ball on the backhand wing. It's really tucked up on the shot. Certainly the serving of both of them has been impressive. Yes, he just seemed to stub his feet there. Maybe just twinged the ankle a little. So from 40-15 back to deuce. Important for Ferreira not to fall behind the start of the second set. Oh dear. Second double fault. Oh, that's disaster. And this is where Ferreira, the brittle side of his character, does tend to come out. He gets down in a match and he gets down on himself. And now he really is in trouble because Agassi leads by a set and a break. 1-love in the second set. We'll be back.
Eurosport offers you the chance to win 5 packages of TV sets, video and TV stand. Also to be won, superb Eurosport watches. To play and win, call the Eurosport hotline now. Good luck.
Samba, foxtrot, quick-step, paso doble. The best couples of the ballroom dancing world fight it out on Eurosport for the major titles. The French Ballroom Dancing Open, Sunday live at 9:30 p.m. on Eurosport.
The World Ice Hockey Championships are live on Eurosport as from April the 23rd.
So Andre Agassi now very much in the driving seat. He's won the last 4 games, and from being 4-5 down in the opening set, he leads 1-love with a break in the second, having won the first 7-5. Well, Ferreira's problems all really started with the overall to put him 15-30 down on his own serve at 5-all. Well, if Ferreira's clutching at straws to try and encourage him, it's the first time he's won the first point against the Agassi serve. But there's an example of where I feel that in circumstances like this, Wayne is not prepared to push himself quite hard enough. Really go for that shot. Really commit himself physically. And that stems from commitment mentally, of course. Well, it was a short second serve and to Ferreira's stronger wing, and it deserved the treatment it got. No, that's great play by the South African. And so for the first time in the match, Ferreira has a break point, and you feel that almost essential for him to take this opportunity if he's to get back into the match. Ooh, there was a glimmer of a chance there. Wasn't the most convincing of approach shots. Wayne's best result this year, winning the tournament in Dubai. Must have been a quarter-finalist in both Indian Wells and Key Biscayne, and of course in both he's lost to the man he's losing to at the moment. And you can hear the growing frustration of Ferreira as a fifth successive game slips away. Ferreira service action. Nice fluent one, fairly economical. But at the moment making far too many unforced errors in that state of mind, which suggests to himself that he can't win this match. Rushing a little. shame that rally ended on an error. Wonderful hitting from both of them. Very much a rally in the modern idiom of tennis, on a modern surface, a hard court. With the big rackets, enabling them to control the ball, and also to still get a good shot in, even if they don't quite middle it. So relief for Ferreira.
Agassi leads to game 2.
And the Agassi sequence of winning games is stopped after 5. But even so, the American still nicely in control. Set 2-1 ahead with the break of serve. Wins record this year, well, a little mixed. 19 wins, 8 defeats. Started the year in poor form, up to and including the Australian Open, where he lost to Aaron Crickstein in the second round. Then turned it around with a fine performance for South Africa, as they beat Australia in Durban in the first round of the Davis Cup. Followed that up by winning in Dubai the following week, beating Andrea Gaudenzi in the final. And well, it's no disgrace to lose to the best player in the world in the quarterfinals of Indian Wells and Scottsdale, and Key Biscayne, I should say. But still, he's really got to convince us, and probably more importantly, convince himself that he really can beat the very best players in the world. As I say, he's never beaten Agassi, never beaten Korea, never beaten Shane, the 3 other semi-finalists in Tokyo. 2-1, Agassi leads. Just wonderful hitting this from Agassi. Such pace, taking the ball so early. And Ferreira certainly thought that was long. I must confess, so did I. Then it goes down as a third ace for Agassi. 40 love. So the game is in this set rather more keenly contested than in the first, where we had a long sequence of comfortable service games. Every game so far in the set has gone to deuce, and now it's 40-30. Here's another news game. Every inch of the court being exploited by
Advantage.
the Agassi angles. Ferreira, well, a few miles out there.
Game. New ball. Agassi leads 3 games.
New balls in play. Well. And Ferreira certainly feels that all the calls are going against him. And he's still remembering that overrule in the first set.
Love 15.
Fourth double fault. And a second break of serve would surely be conclusive. Love 30. Nope.
15 balls.
2 break points and, to my mind, in effect, 2 match points here. Can't see Ferreira recovering from 1-4. Well, it's an interesting change of tactic. I can't remember Ferreira serving and volleying before in the match. That's the first break point he's been able to save. Can he save another? Oh dear, that's disaster.
Agassi leads 14.
Would have been a sitter if he'd let it bounce. Agassi leads 4-1.
It can be the highboard or the springboard, but few sports have the grace and beauty of diving. In just a few seconds, the search for the perfect dive and the perfect mark. The European Diving Cup from Strasbourg, live today at 4:45 p.m. on Eurosport. What do these players have in common? Maradona, Bebeto, Dunga, Jorginho, Müller, Tafarel, Marco van Basten and Andreas Möller. They all hit the headlines for the first time at the World Youth Championships. In 1995, Eurosport takes you to Qatar to meet the stars of tomorrow. The World Youth Championship live on Eurosport. The Netherlands versus Honduras, Sunday at 7:30 p.m.
So Andre Agassi really seems to have this first semi-final of the Japan Open in his pocket now. 2 breaks in that second set scoreline, and Agassi seemingly certain of a place in his 5th final of the year. Winner in Melbourne, San Jose, Key Biscayne, runner-up in Indian Wells. I suppose the one possibility is that Ferreira could now be so relaxed, thinking that the match is lost, that he could hit a series of blistering winners like that. This sometimes happen. And maybe the other possible scenario is that Agassi will be a little too relaxed at this stage, making 1 or 2 unnecessary unforced errors. So here's a second chance for Ferreira, his second break point of the match. Which has now lasted exactly 1 hour. Oh! Well, another overrule, which I must confess has come as another surprise to me.
How was that? You're unbelievable. I swear I didn't consider that more good after this. Okay, no big deal to you, right? You said that. Man, I know how you feel, bud.
Agassi saying to Ferreira, now I know how you feel. It's a break point. Oh, what a way to save it. Interesting thing is that they both had 3 break points in the match. I beg your pardon, Agassi's had 4 and converted on 3, just missed 1. Ferreira's had 3 and not converted any.
Advantage.
Too often, Ferreira is missing the shot that really matters. He'd opened up the opportunity there. It was by no means an easy shot coming up. Agassi's out of position, and these are the sort of shots that at this level, when you're playing the best player in the world, you just have to make. 1-5, Ferreira serving to try and stay in the semi-final. But surely with those 2 break points in the last game, his last chance is effectively gone.
15.
Ace number 6 from the South African. Make that 7.
Agassi leads 5 games to 2.
So a little more respectability to the scoreline so far as Ferreira is concerned. But if he's going to stay in this match, he's got to now break the Agassi serve, something he hasn't been able to do so far. Now, of course, we'll have tomorrow's final for you here on Eurosport. Same time, Sunday morning, at 7:30 if you're watching in the UK. In British summertime, 8:30 Central European time. And also Sunday night at, I think it's 11:30 Central European time, 10:30 British summer time. The final of the women's event from Houston in Texas. 3 Germans in the semi-finals there today. Steffi Graf, who will play Sabina Hack, and Micah Babel, who will play the Swede Asa Karlsson. Andre Agassi to serve for a place in the Japan Open final. Awesome, isn't it? The hitting power of the Agassi grand strokes.
40 love.
3 match points for the top seed. Still match point. Fitting that Agassi finishes it with a flashing forehand. His ground strokes just too consistent, too heavy for Ferreira, who once again just showed the brittle nature of his character, in that once he'd lost his opening service game in this second set never really seemed capable of fighting his way back into the match. So Agassi makes it 5 wins out of 5 against the South African, and Andre will contest his 5th final of the year. Interesting that perhaps the crowd here in Tokyo have not taken to him in quite the way that some others have, but well, now some enthusiasm. Remember, they used to go mad about Stefan Edberg. It was obviously his blonde looks. Agassi will play either Courier or Chang in Sunday's final. So Ferreira takes his leave. We'll be taking a break in about 15 seconds or so, and then of course we'll be coming back to see who Andre will play in tomorrow's final. It'll be Michael Chang against Jim Courier in the second of the semi-finals from the Japan Open in Tokyo, right after this.